me hitting start on OBS, and then when it actually shows up. Alright, so the key to this is that I actually just don't have a plan or anything. I'm literally just gonna play the game. Oh sweet, it's Legion of Almire. It's like the okay, never mind. Tomorrow's arms appropriation, sweet. I forgot to readjust anything. I don't have enough crowns to buy orbs. Never mind. It's also kind of funny how I went through the effort of getting the rotation of like prestige missions and like how often they appear, and then I just don't pay attention to them at all, or at least for the material one. So I'm never aware as to when armed appropriation is rotating. I'm gonna bring Grunt Fast because I don't know what else I want to do. Unfortunately, I need to bring this thing along to heat it up. Is there a new gate? I forgot when it last switched. Do we have a new gate? I think so. I think that's new. Oh yeah, that is definitely new. Okay. Depth of 28 volt. Also D27 arena. Cool. I might also more. Okay, I don't know why Dark City is appearing in like basically every other. For the last like week, Dark City has been in every like other gate in tier 3, like somewhere in tier 3, either stratum 5 or 6. For some reason, the game keeps giving us Dark City. Oh, the lag. Make it some Shadow Star. If you can pay the... Actually, how much dark matter do I have? I have a decent amount. If you can pay the crown cost, like however much it costs to make however many things you wanted to make, or you want me to make, then sure. Hello, Wolver. Goodbye. Is this the right way to go? I probably should have checked up first. Ah, Grand Foss is so nice. If only the curse part of the weapon was good. Whoops. Well then, I can craft you however many Shadow Stars 10,000 crowns can buy you. How much is it per? It's like 50 per, right? Or something? Or am I way too low? I'm pretty sure 50. I'm pretty sure it's like 500. I'm thinking about now. 50 is way too low. It's been a while since I've crafted pet food. I feel like there was something else I was gonna mention, but I forgot. Yeah, I don't have enough. Yeah, I am broke. I need to go on my alt to get elite orbs. Next time I'm all out. Usually I have like 100,000 crowns just like saved whenever I need crowns, but I've spent all of it on recipes that I don't actually need. On my alt account, I have like a massive collection of basil recipes for like no reason. I'm not sure why. Okay, so what it is that whenever I go through the clockworks, like I always check basil, and if he has anything useful, I always just buy it and then send it to my alt. And so I just have like a bunch of recipes. I was gonna keep Faust. Using something else, like a just any other weapon actually would be better, but I want to keep using Faust. Also free. Wait a minute. Hold on. I did not realize I'm in a freeze likeness layer. Not fire? That's pretty uncommon. It's almost always fire themed whenever I do the prestige. It'd be nice if there was a fire, yeah, like a shadow fire weapon in the game. What's the agenda? Well, originally I was just gonna play the game and then just like do arcade or something, but because tomorrow happens to be Arms Appropriation, I'm gonna be just heating up what is the 4-star called? Because I know it's Blizzbrand, Blazebrand. No idea what the shock one is called. Wait, hold on. Bolt brand. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna be leveling up one of those. Yeah, yeah. Whenever you use a two swing weapon in this game, you're able to just bully like half of the enemies in the game because of how much range it has. For 8K and 25. Well, you can keep the energy, however much 8K is in stars. However many 8K can make in stars is what I mean. You know, I'm going for it. I'm going for it. It's not going to work, but I'm going for it. All right. Well, I didn't get cursed, so. It's just not a good attack, unfortunately. But I mean, the weapon's pretty cool. All right. As much as I'd like to use like Divine Avenger or something. I also don't want to be here all day, so I'm gonna bring Orbigun. If tomorrow wasn't an arms appropriation, then I would just bring some like wacky loadout. But because I have to heat this thing up, I'm just gonna, you know, be efficient. Anyways, but a new, hold on, what do you call it, status is this? The freeze, okay. Yeah, the Jade Knight looks interesting. Depth 28 of Bolt. Which isn't actually that great, to be honest, because I'm not sure if the box is even, because like the, I don't know. Oh, cool. Wait, am I in high quality? I am indeed in high quality. Alright, I don't remember setting it to high quality, but I'm playing on high quality. It seems to be running fine, so I'm not going to bother changing it, but if it starts lagging, then I'll go back to low. I'm also a little tired. More so than usual. Also, I immediately forgot about the pet food thing you were just talking about. I probably should have done that before starting the run, but you know, you should be fine. It never works. Which is why I'm going for it again. 3 times, even. Alright, yeah, it worked the third time. I'm still gonna clear these because I need heat, but... You know. It exists, I guess. Divine Avenger charge is actually surprisingly effective against these guys, the Crusaders. Yes, because of how delayed the blades are. It has like a 1 second delay or something before it fires, which is like almost perfect for like when they start charging up. Thank you, Orbigun. Yeah, I honestly I might switch to Combustor for second floor because I also don't feel like clicking this many times. Actually, I'm not. Hold on, this is level 3. Never mind. I'll just bring in like a regular loadout because I'm not gonna bring Shock Burst to floor 2. I'll use the loot room to get the level 5. Also gonna skip this because I'm pretty sure I should. I'm pretty sure I should have enough heat from the like regular rooms, or the room is unique to Legion of Almire. I mean, and not, you know, the same exact room 3 times in a row. Apparently they're able to charge up immediately after being slept. I actually didn't know that. I'm gonna leave that one for no reason in particular. Oh, is that five health capsules? Why are there so many health capsules? At least I have a Vitapod, because it would extra suck if I had to leave behind 5 health capsules without getting a Vitapod drop. Cool. And then I'm still gonna switch to a Combustor, but I'm gonna bring Blitz so that I can actually deal damage. Thank you, lag. Yeah, but sometimes I like clicking less. What? Wait, what did that say? Alright, I'm not gonna read that one. What did he mean by this? I was expecting him to go to the right, but he didn't. Yeah, turn on that music. I feel like for some reason the music's louder on the second floor. Trying to find out the secret sauce that makes SK feel better than other top-down. To be honest, I haven't played other top-down RPGs, so I couldn't tell you. Oh, thank you, Almire Crusader, for spawning behind me. That was totally planned. It has to be the gambling. The gambling. I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah, the art, definitely the art styles. Like really good. What? I was mildly confused as to why the Bombay started just like spazzing out. I have a feeling you guys are I have a feeling these dust zombies are gonna get in the way later. because they occasionally block the gate. I'm trying to get out. Like, for example, right here, like the charged swing of a brandish isn't enough to flinch a crusader. So I'm curious if the amputator would, because you know, explosions can stagger after reaching the damage threshold. I was gonna say, how do you how does he avoid all those bullets? Or I get the health capsule. The unnecessarily long walk to the boss room, so that any and all buffs you pick up on that last arena will just go away. Oh, alright, I was a little too low. Alright, I am bad at the game, apparently. You lag? Wow, still did not stagger him after all that. That's crazy. Finally rolled ASI high. Nice. On what? Please tell me it's like a Magnus or something. A Magnus or a... Actually, I'm pretty sure Magnuses are like the only weapon that don't benefit that much from ASI. How do people go so long without using pet abilities? I don't know. All right, so funny thing about the thing that I learned about whenever I got a Drakon, The thing I learned is that Drakon is the battle sprite for people who don't use their battle sprite, because like the only thing I really use it for is this like a minor speed boost that lasts literally 1 second. That being said, you know, Seraphynx and Masquerade are both great. Whenever I do use them, I am like constantly using their abilities and whatnot. But like usually, like when I'm just using Drakon, I just don't bother because like, eh. The only time I use like a Drakon ability in combat is if I'm against Grievers. Explosive Firestorm is nice for staggering them, but that's about it. And also, yes, I did, and yes, I did choose Explosive Firestorm instead of Frenzied. Solely for the reason that it gives my Drakon wings, which looks cooler, so yeah, that's why I picked it. Roman very high. You should have kept it. Basically God mode. Does my Phantamo? Yeah, my Phantamo still has Fiend very high. What was the other weapon? I had another weapon with like a very high UV for like something that was ineffective against. Oh, my Acheron, that's right. Acheron, charge time high, undead very high. For like no reason. But going back to the abilities thing. The other thing with Drakon is that typically I don't use my abilities because I want to be able to use my speed boost whenever it's available. So like using, you know, the Firestorm puts on a 40-second cooldown and whatnot. Alright, I need to get my ults because I don't have enough to buy elite orbs. You're joking, right? Why is it sit so close? Well, I'm gonna have to get my ult anyways. Ah, yes, the Jack Froster. Oh, that's not right. Hold on. Oh no, the double music. You know what? Just in case, I'm gonna go here. Oh yeah, who needed the pet food? I'm gonna go to Town Square. I have no idea which Town Square I'm in, but I just went to Town Square. I'm in Haven 1 Town Square. And I should be fine to switch back here. Oh, that was weird. My controls did not work. Another shadow layer. That would be nice, but unfortunately I need to make a voltage. So, probably not. Oh, the lag. Okay. Yeah, well, if I were to guess, it's probably because I have 2 instances of the game open. stop doing that. All right. Who needed someone needed pet food. I'm in Haven 1 by the machine. Okay, I would like to make the Bolt brand, but I'm like missing a tiny bit of heat. You know, I might go okay, so the efficient method of getting heat is to is to go to Super Stash and just keep doing the first floor over and over again, which is extremely boring, but it's efficient. Despite that, so I might do like 1 or 2 just for the first couple levels, but I'm honestly, I might just go to the arcade and heat it up here. Imagine if they were prismatic pylons, though. Are you the one who needs food? Okay, never mind. I guess I'm gonna go heat up. Was that a soldier with a rank with 45k prestige badge? I did not look. I'm gonna go back and check. Because I was not paying attention. A soldier with a horse badge. Well, if it was here, they're gone now. Well, I don't know. Oh no, you're talking. Wait, no, yeah, I realize now. You're talking about my alt. Yes, yeah. He's a soldier. Yeah, it's my alt account. A soldier with a 45,000 prestige. All right, I'm gonna do this. So I need to do 1 to get the level 5 since I'm missing a tiny bit of heat, and then I'm gonna do like 2 more just to get to roughly level 3 on Bolt brand, and then I'm gonna leap into the Clockworks and then I don't know, play the game. Yes. If it wasn't so laggy, I would reopen the other instance and show you, but it, you know, lags the game a lot since, you know. And also, I don't feel like doing that. Alright, now the music's too quiet, because for some reason it was loud earlier. Also, I'm not sure why I'm clearing all these. I've already collected enough heat to get to level 5. So I'm just gonna run through the rest of this. Autolock is cheating. Autolock's off. Look. Auto target by default. It's off, I swear. I swear I'm not using a keybind to do it for me. I'm using Grim Repeater, but I'm in tier 2 on advanced. Also, I should have mentioned, yeah, so I specifically play in advanced because it makes it so that you can kill the mini lichens. You're able to kill them with a single Grim Repeater attack, and as you saw in that first room, it makes clearing the run, or it makes clearing groups of them very easy because you can just like walk up and do that. Which again is why this level is so good for getting heat. Also keep in mind I have damage max from Black Cat, so if you don't have Black Cat and or other pieces of gear to get your damage up to max, then you won't be able to do that. Any UVs? No UVs. And now we keep going. You get the Black Cat set from the Black Cat event, aka the Cataclysmic Confrontation. Yeah, unfortunately, as soon as two of them combine, it doesn't really work. Alright, that's actually not that much heat for a floor. Usually they drop more than that, but I got a little unlucky. Typically the thing is already glowing by the time you get to like the second, or around here in the level. But it doesn't matter because it's way more heat than it needed. Oh, okay, because I got double level up, I'm just gonna go straight to the arcade, because I actually don't want to run through that. Like 5 times. Jade Knight looks cool, so I'm gonna do this one. I'll open the party too. That's not the right button. Our party should be open. And I don't want to do a decon zone, so I'm gonna just go in the elevator right now. Hello. Actually, no, I feel like using a cutter. I want to use red venom. Even though it's terrible, I want to use it here. Opinion on using bombs in non-Dreams and Nightmares missions. I mean, they're just as good as they are in Dreams and Nightmares. It's just, it's just that you have to use them, you know, in the right areas. Like they're good whenever you're up against just a bunch of things at once. They're great. They're great in like Wolverdens, for example. And it also depends on what bombs you're talking about. Because like vortex bombs are useful in basically every single level in the game, just about. All right, left looks like it's a dead end, so I'm gonna go here first. You couldn't afford a vortex? What do you mean you couldn't afford a vortex? You're able to buy the recipes from what do you call it? Crimson Hammer. Probably would have been fast enough there. Are you leaving behind crystals? You see, on my bag, I have 4 entire Valve Stone that you would have left behind. Oh, hello, Rock Puppy. That's not gonna work. Okay, okay. Thank you for flinching it for me, because Dread Venom Trigger would not have flinched him there, and it would have just I would have just gotten hit. Alright, so like right then, we're in tier 3, but that was actually, I got significantly less heat in Sewer Stash. Oh my, yeah, so much, it's like not even a third. Oh my goodness. It's crazy, the difference there is kind of crazy, what? Yeah, for no reason, like Lycans just drop like a ton of heat. Slagwalkers, like dust zombies, also drop a lot of heat as well, which is why I plan to do, because really good for heating. How good is Vortex plus Dread Venom charge? It's terrible, but Vortex plus Wild Hunting Blade charge is pretty good, because it actually staggers. But yeah, Dread Venom charge kind of sucks. Yeah, it does that. It's what it do. I was gonna use a weapon here, but I forgot. I'll just use Fang of Fog. I don't know. Probably should have brought a shadow damage weapon actually, because gremlins. But I'll be fine. What did I spend all my crowns on? Basil recipes that I don't actually need. And no one's gonna buy. Because people don't buy recipes from me unless I tell them beforehand. As opposed to the Fang of Og? What do you mean? Oh, you're talking about the vortex? I actually haven't used like doing the vortex of the Fang of Og. I'm not sure how that would even work because Fang of Og just deletes everything anyways. I'm sure it would be almost the same thing as just using like a caliber, but I have sword duplicates. I think it's just saying, oh no, I have combustion. Well, the combustor is, yes, it's because I play too much. That's the correct answer. This combustor here, the one with CTR low, used to be my main combustor, the one I crafted many years ago. And then one day I crafted a brandish, like a 2-star brandish for a prestige, like literally like I did today when I crafted this brand. I crafted a 2-star brandish with CTR very high, and I crafted that into a second combustor, which is now my main combustor. Which also means that my first combustor is completely obsolete, but I still keep it around because, I don't know. I'd rather keep it than to get like, what, 30,000 crowns. It's like a level 10 5-star weapon, I don't know. And the Fang of Og is for... The second Fang of Og, I should say, is for a challenge run I did. Where I went through all 4 of the main boss runs. And I only used the gear that Brinks sells you to like clear the run. And because the only weapon you can buy with Almirian seals is the Fang of Og, I thought, why not just get 2 of them, since I have 2 weapon slots and there's only 1 weapon available. So I got a second Fang of Og. I had an undead damage bonus on this one, so I used this one to kill slags, and the one I'm currently have equipped was for everything else, like Trojans and whatnot. And then eventually I rolled CTR in that one, ASI in this one, and I don't know, I just have 2. I actually am hoping to get a good Fiend or Undead bonus on the other one. But I don't know, I have more important things to roll EVs on, so it's just kind of sitting here for now. I didn't actually check how close is it. Not very close. Yeah. So when we jump into the arcade, it takes about 3 floors to go from level 3 to 4. 1 sewer stash run would have gone from 3 to 4. Maybe 2, depending on how unlucky I get with heat drops. But like very likely like a single advanced sewer stash run solo would have gotten me enough heat to go from level 3 to 4. I'm not sure why the difference in heat is that substantial, but for some reason killing lichens drops just that much heat, and it's good for heating up items. Oh yeah, you see that? You see that stagger right there? Teamwork. What I focus on? Usually it's just anything in the realm of editing while there's like nothing to do in game. For like just playing the game, it's just like arcade is like just like the main thing to do, because I really don't like running through Vanna runs. It's just boring. I will do Vanna runs to like help out friends and whatnot, or if I need heat. But like if I'm just playing the game, I actually actively avoid doing the Vanna runs, especially for like arcade gates. Like whenever a new arcade gate rotates and I check the tier 3 and it happens to be a Vanna run, I'm like, oh, I guess I'm not going to be running this one, because because personally I'd rather have a Stratum 6 full of like arcade levels rather than just doing a Vanna run at the end of an arcade gate. And of course Prestige. Yeah, Prestige is like the first thing I do, and then after that it's usually just like I log off and work on something, or I do arcade. Any tips for Heart of Ice? You want to make yourself this lovely weapon right here. You want to craft yourself one of these, and then you want to use it throughout the entire run. I did not mean to unequip that. Flourishes are actually really nice for gremlins. I am a little bummed out that there isn't a shadow damage flourish, since like the weapon type works very, very well against like dealing with the like gremlin AI and whatnot, and how they just work in general. Really, any like piercing weapon is good there. Blitz Needle is you're gonna want to have like a decent single target DPS weapon for the boss. Blitz Needle is ideal. For swords, hammer works very well against Malos, because you're able to just like walk around him and keep hitting him. And it also constantly destroys the ice that spawns around him, so it's good for that too. You're gonna want to bring a weapon good for Devilites. That's like half of what you fight in that mission is just like Devilites. But typically what I'd do is I'd go here, and I would see like, oh boy, a Rift Locker recipe and an Argent Peacemaker and whatnot. And then I would just like buy this and then just like move it to my alt. But I don't have the crowns for that, so. Especially Rift Locker. Rift Locker is actually a really good one. I might like I don't think I have anything to sell. Unfortunately. And no, I'm not going to sell any pieces of gear unless I have like a spare shield, but no. I want to keep Flourish. I think it's humorous that I actually use my Final Flourish more than Deadly Candy Poker because of the CTR UP. The Flourish charge attacks are really good, actually. Extremely underrated. What I'm looking forward to? Well, I'm looking forward to Apocrypha, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to come around until June. So, aside from that, I think the next event is Black Cat, I think. It's going to be in May. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's when the next event's going to be. It would be a miracle if Apocrypha happened in a natural spawned Vitapod. That's nice. If Apocrypha happened in May, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen. Oh, I missed it. It's up to you. I usually just farm, like, I didn't purchase a single whisker for my Black Hat set. I farmed most of it. So, I mean, yeah, if you want it, it's kind of up to you. If you don't want to pay for it, you can just farm for it, and you'll, I mean, if you're farming actively and, like, somewhat efficiently, you'll eventually get enough to make your own set. But if you don't have the patience or time for that, then yeah, you're probably better off buying it. I wonder if like the amount of heat you get, if the amount of heat you get scales based on like the stratum. Because I'm pretty sure sewer stash, I'd have to check because I don't know off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure sewer stash is in stratum 4, and you get a lot of heat there. Stratum 5 gave me very little heat, and then like the first floor of stratum 6 gave me a lot of heat again. Or perhaps it works like that, but I have no idea. No, I know it, sorry, I butchered that. No, I'm just able to play Sparlets. In general. I'm able to play I'm able to play Sparlets at any time of the year, but specifically in spring, it's great, because I can play Sparlets. Let's switch to Barbarous Stormblade. What is this on again? How about halfway to 5? How many hours do I have? More than what's on Steam. So, I don't know, about 6,000. I don't know the exact number. Best way to get a bunch of Radiance? Vanaduke. Let's see. So Vanaduke, Dreams and Nightmares, or what do you call it? You could just run Shadowlayers, which is expensive, but it gets a lot of Radiance. You could buy them, but that's heavily discouraged because of how expensive they are. You have Apocria, which is great because Apocria it gives you instant Stratum 6 arenas, and you're able to just farm Fiend arenas like non-stop basically, and it's great. But unfortunately, the events, we haven't seen the event in like 10 months or something. It's been a very long time since we've seen Apocria. But yeah, your best bet is Vanadu or Dream to Nightmare. What do we have next? Hold on. Ooh, man, I really wish the gate map viewer was working so I could see how long this rotation is. I'll wait like a couple minutes, but if it doesn't switch soon, then I'll just do the clockwork tunnel. Are the sprite harnesses worth it? Absolutely not. They are extremely overpriced. You're better. Okay, so getting an elite one like the elite iron is worth it because it reduces your cooldown. The other ones are just very expensive. They do like give you a pretty substantial damage bonus because like you know using elemental damage, does a lot more damage and whatnot. But like they're just very expensive. So I'd recommend just getting like the elite iron and just sticking with that for the reduced cooldown. Yes, there's a website called the Gate Map Viewer, which would show the rotations of all the gates and like all the levels. And then I don't know, yeah, one day it just stopped working, and it just keeps displaying the same gate over and over again. What else do I have? I got a lot of anniversary boxes last event. I got 11, I think, right? Yeah, I got 11 boxes. I think that's the most I've ever gotten since the event is like really tedious. What do we have next? Arena. Or, sorry, not Arena, Vault. Yeah, I'm probably not going to use this turret kit. Or, I might use it on the Arena, but I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know how people test. I would assume people figure that out by just like spamming the boxes for a couple, or spamming the wheels for a couple of minutes, and if they don't find any boxes, then they'll just say that then they'll just say that boxes aren't dropping. And likewise, if someone rolls a wheel and then gets a box early, then boxes are dropping. I really feel like there's a way to get out of bounds here, because you're able to like get against the wall and you're stuck inside a crystal, but I haven't been able to do anything. Favorite skins? Well, before I even look at them, like before I even look at my arsenal, the Buccaneer skins, all just incredible weapons. Saber, love Celestial Saber, how it looks. The swinging animation is really nice. The weapon sucks. It's a terrible weapon. But it has a unique swinging animation, which is beautiful. The Dread Venom Cutlass, the reskin of DBS. really good. Ice axe is cool. Scythe. Oh yeah, scissor blades. Love the scissor blades. Ice axe is nice. The only thing I don't like about ice axe is how short it is. Ice axe is misleadingly short. Like the model compared to how much range troikas have. I kind of wish they made it a bit longer to better demonstrate it. Because like if you look at the ice axe, how big this is in my hand, and you look at the Triglav, it's like not even close. But still, a cool reskin. I like the ice axe. There aren't too many gun reskins that I like too much. A pollinator is neat. That's about it. Iron Tech Destroyer is not a reskin, unfortunately. I do like the Iron Tech. I like how it looks. As a weapon, it's you know, it's just a worse metronome, but it's neat. Ice axe is tiny. Well, so you originally you get it from a box, but they haven't rerun the box for a while. I got this from flash sales. It was an auction house. Oh yeah, the cleavers are also cool. I haven't seen any cleavers in a while. The great cleavers, the other Troika reskins. The fork. Oh yeah, the Alpha Claw Gauntlet. I was hoping to get one of those when that box was around. Unfortunately, I didn't. I should probably look at a page for the reskin since I don't remember all of them off the top of my head. Are there any like good gun reskins I'm forgetting? Yeah, like the Broadsider is neat. Does God exist? Anyways. Oh, yeah, Peppermint Repeater is neat. The red bullets look nice. Oh, what's up? What's up, Grandish? We're waiting for so the gate is the rotation is a lot slower than I thought it'd be. I'm thinking about now, there really aren't that many gun reskins. Like, I don't think there are any blast reskins, there aren't any pulsar reskins. I think the only... Oh no, yeah, so we have Peppermint Peter, then you have the soakers for autoguns. It is, I'm very indifferent on Spiral Soaker. I don't know. Are there any Alchemist reskins? Aside from Nog Blaster, I guess. I don't think so. There aren't any. I don't think there are any Antigua reskins. What's the sword? Winter's Edge, probably. It's a Glacius reskin. Yeah. Also one of my favorites. It's just like yeah. I mean, it's just like a basic looking sword, but there actually aren't that many basic looking swords in the game. Most swords have like some aesthetic to them, which are all neat in their own ways. I wasn't keeping track of when we got to the elevator. I probably would have left by now, but at this point, I don't know. Yeah, there are people. Correct. You're not wrong. All right, I'm gonna give it 5 more minutes, which is very generous considering the gate rotation is usually like 10 minutes or so, and we've already been here for about 5 minutes. But I'll give it another 5 minutes. If it doesn't switch, then we're just gonna do the clockwork tunnel. It doesn't work like that. The length of the rotation is irrelevant to how many levels are in the rotation. You're able to have like 2 levels with like a 6-minute rotation or something, or you're able to have 5 levels with a 15-minute rotation. I wonder how many quills Barbarous Stormblade fires, because I'm pretty sure, I'm fairly certain it fires. Oh wait, it switched. I'm fairly certain it fires more quills than it appears to, because it hits like a bunch of times whenever you do something. Yeah, prestige missions are really odd, because I'm fairly certain the prestige mission rotation is bugged, because it literally only rotates between 2 levels throughout the entire day, which I'm pretty sure isn't like you're literally not able to get like a shock or a normal themed level in a prestige mission, like in the regular prestige missions. Oh, it's not. It should be. It's from the Raider prize box. We're probably gonna get Grievers, which means I'm gonna bring Fang along. Actually, no. I mean, I'd like to, but like, I have 2 elemental swords. Is there a reason why I shouldn't just bring Darkbriar and then just spam Darkbriar? Yeah, I'll just bring Darkbriar. Why not? You know what? Actually, I'll bring Deadly Splinter Bomb. I'll switch it up a bit. What's my CTR? Ultra. Do I have anything on Sun Shards or no? No, I don't. Okay. What do you mean, do they stack? You mean like multiple the same stats effect? I'm gonna assume Grandish is answering the question, because I don't know. Actually, I'll bring Seraphynx. All 5. What about Curse? You're able to curse them. There isn't a curse haze bomb, but you're able to inflict curse. And although not super efficient, you're able to do fire and freeze like simultaneously. So technically you can have 7, right? Okay, It's been so long that I've genuinely forgotten how bad shard bombs are. I can't remember the last time I unironically used a shard bomb in a level. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only level in the entire game where shard bombs are not terrible in are Wolverdens. What, you took off your Swift Strike buckler? Why? I'm joking, I'm joking. You could also just use Swift Strike buckler. That weapon works. Sometimes. Mechanite. I did not consider the possibility of Mechanites spawning here, actually. If the last wave is just Mechanites, I'm not gonna do anything. I actually kind of forgot that they can do that sometimes. I'm pretty sure I'm doing more damage by just whacking things with my level like 5 bolt brand than I am using the deadly splinter pump. If I had more weapon slots, I would have used a better loadout. But I don't know what I'd bring. I kind of want to use Fang of Og, but, you know. Yeah, it would just be me smacking things for like 10 minutes. Okay, I'm going up here instead. Am I waiting for it to show up in the supply depot? The, what do you call it? The Raging / Rageous costumes. I don't know the exact names, but you know, like these costumes, but red, the Rageous ones. Because they put the frenzied ones on depot in I think like 2021 or something. And then they put the golden ones sometime not too long after that, and we're in 2025, and we've seen nothing in terms of Rageous costumes. Aside from that, the only thing I'm really looking forward to are just like promos, or like promo boxes, like the Buccaneer box or Battle Boar, or owlite archaeology, etc. This is dangerous. Alright, what's gonna be Mechanites or Soapqueets? I meant Grievers, not Soapwings, but yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, it's very messy, but I mean, we did it, so it doesn't really matter. Hazardous. We got, yeah, we got Dangerous recently, right? It was like the Dangerous box they put on Depot. It seems unlikely that they'll do, Hazardous soon. But I might be wrong. If I were to guess, they're probably gonna do, wait, what's next? Freeze, right? Yes, it's all freeze. Except for the graveyard, but... whatever. I'll bring the sleep vial. Sleep can be good. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. See, I mean, they might put the hazardous box for like this year's flash sales, possibly, and or the New Year's sale. I don't know. Whenever they put the, I forgot when they put the dangerous box up this year, but or you know, the recently, not you know what I mean. At least it's a D28 Clockwork Tunnel. Honestly, I might just bring like Leviathan Blade, because like you know, Danger Room could be anything. Either that or fire. I guess I could just bring. But at that point, my main weapon is just gonna be Ash of Acne. I don't know. I'm just gonna bring Leviathan Blade. Actually, I'm gonna bring the Scissor Blades. Hello. Give me my sleep vial back. Oh, we got a casino. Do I have any tokens? I keep opening the wrong menu. Not really. 47 is actually not that much. As funny as that would be to get a bunch of slime, like the blue slimes, I also don't want to sit there for a few minutes, like spamming the wheel. That and also there's a non-zero chance of me just losing all my crowns in the process. He's stuck. I forgot about Seraphim's Shield. I always forget to use Angelic Aura. Or whichever one, the Valkyrian Aura. I wish I remembered what the circumstances were that the NPC here was selling the golden slime lockbox, or no, like a gift box. I'm pretty sure the casino showed up during the anniversary event, and that's when it was available. But I don't remember. The only thing I do remember is that the box hasn't been available since. Yeah, it's not here. I don't know. That's totally planned. Also, it's a very disappointing end to the run. The only noteworthy thing here is the casino. Someone gambling? That was anticlimactic. Favorite Spiral Knight song? I don't really listen to the soundtrack too much. Off the top of my head, Scarlet Fortress and or Candlestick Keep. Candlestick Keep has a really good track. Okay, as much as I'd like to do another arcade run for more heat, I'm also tired, so I'm gonna get off. I did okay. I'm surprised it got up to level 8. Probably gonna be level 8.5, I would assume, after this elevator. Okay, less than a half, but you know. Still, yeah. Usually I'd stop at like 6 or 7, and then I'd do the rest the following day to make a voltage. My keybinds. The only noteworthy I just use I use WASD, and then the only noteworthy keybinds is Q to walk forward. Walk forward is Q. I also have walk backwards to Z. I never use it. I just have it set there for fun, but I never actually use it. And then I have E to open my mini map. That's about it. Aside from that, it's just the basic WASD movement. I've been through tri-slice for all that time of the year. You'll have to wait and see. You'll have to wait and see. Something might happen, you don't know. I totally don't have a series of the things planned for like no reason. Nice elite orb. All right, sweet. I'm gonna go. Where's my buttons? All right. Queue for lockdown. Hold on, are there people in lockdown right now? It's 12 playing. I don't want to wait. Never mind. I don't like waiting for a game. I'm good. But thanks for the offer.